What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got some Predaplan duels for you guys to check out, including our first duel, which is actually going to be a mirror match. Mirror match is kind of cool with Predaplants because very similarly to Salaman Greats, cards like Super Polymerization are the absolute nuts. You can use your opponent's monsters, fusion summon for your boss monsters, and then do some shenanigans. This guy at the top, or excuse me, at the bottom, is actually playing some dangers in his build. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, the Predaplants are all dark, and it allows you to go into some PK plays with like Rusty Bardiche and stuff like that. So you guys will see what he's going to do in his first play. It's going to be a really good first play. He opens with Ortho Scorpio and Darling Cobra. You're used to probably seeing somebody search Brilliant Fusion, but he's actually going to go for Ultra Polymerization, activate it. I still say to this day that the only reason this card did not see play is it was released at the wrong time. If Ultra Polymerization had been released at the beginning of the Arc V era, like in, I don't know, maybe like New Challengers instead of the very last set in Maximum Crisis, I think this card would have saw so much playing like Shadows and other metaphors and stuff like that. Anyways, he's bringing his monsters back. That gives him an instant access to Rusty Bardiche and 2 Fog Blades, and that's not bad. I think that's actually a pretty good play, especially considering that he gets himself a free search during his standby phase. So he gets Super Poly to his hand for free. He can't, can't use it this turn because it's in his hand, not on the field. But that's a pretty good play. His opponent says, "I'm gonna basically copy your play," but he's got the Fog Blade, so he's just gonna shut that down. And now he's able to. I was like, all right, I guess this guy's just gonna get OTK because he's gonna drop that Bigfoot. He's gonna just go ahead. He's gonna turn that into a greedy Venom. Now he's gonna activate Super Poly, use his opponent's Ortho Scorpio. I was like, all right, GG no rescrub. This is why you gotta play some good cards. But nope, he's actually gonna summon the Predaplant that's like a hand trap. This one, if your opponent attacks, you can summon it from your hand. Then you can, when they try to attack it, you can blow up their monster. So he actually is just going to take out the Rusty Bardiche. Now, the thing is, Rusty Bardiche can come back because of the Fog Blade, but not quite enough damage to end the game, still leaving him with 300 life points. This could be the comeback, especially on this channel. Anyways, Sundew is going to be summoned, and now he's going to summon for his copy of Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Both of them have this card on the field, and it's a really good interaction because when they're destroyed, they blow up your opponent's special summon monsters. So we might see a suicide crash here. That'd be interesting. His is 6100 attack though, so maybe we're gonna see it run into this. I think that's probably what we're going to see. Yeah, we're gonna see it run over his Starving Venom, and then both of them are just gonna blow each other's fields up. So it's looking like, okay, maybe he had a comeback now. He top decks a copy of Flash Fusion, which is actually dead. It is basically El Shaddai Fusion, but for, I guess, basically any deck. The monster is destroyed during the end phase, which in Predaplants is actually not bad because you can use it for Starving Venom to like trigger the effect and blow your opponent's field up. Let's see where this is going to go. He's gonna go Lone Fire Blossom into a Predaplant monster, attacks, but he has to, has to face that. He has to face down that other copy of Fog Blade. I guess that's why he didn't fusion summon. He knew that he had the Fog Blade. He's gonna go ahead. He's gonna bring back one of his copies of, I think that was a Phantom Knight, and then he ended up going for another copy of Starving Venom. His opponent is trying to stop that, but this is where Flash Fusion actually comes in. He's gonna fuse using the Shade Brigandine, which was actually super cool. You don't usually see that. Goes for Dragostapelia. He's going to attack the copy of Aromatherapy Jasmine, and that is a wrap. I don't think he saw that Flash Fusion coming. Anyways, second duel is going to be Predaplants facing off against Necroz, and good thing he went second here, because if he didn't, he would have been looking at Mega Zabord going off with absolutely no opposition. He's going for that same type of opening where he's going to go for Rusty Bardiche, and then he is going to be able to add a fusion card or a poly during his standby phase. It's a strong play because basically you get a Surge and you get Rusty on field, you get 2 Fog Blades, and then obviously your Fog Blades can summon your Rusty back when it dies. So it's a really strong opening. This time he decided to take Flash Fusion right out of the gate, not going for like Super Poly or anything like that. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe he just felt like this is the best follow-up. His opponent is going to probably try to drop the Mega Zaborg. You have to use Fog Blade on that. If you don't, there's just like Necros they'll just always win off this card because they'll destroy your extra deck, and then they'll also send a bunch of like totally awesomes and net this to the graveyard. They'll end up blowing up all your field and searching, so you just have to stop Mega Zaborg. That was obvious there. He is going to, I believe, attack, and he's going to use Fog Blade on his own monster to make sure it can't be attacked, but the attack was already declared, so that was a misplay. He probably should have used it on Unicorn, although that wouldn't have mattered because he just would have used Trishula to negate it anyways. But yeah, that was a misplay. Let's see what he wants to do now. He's going to bring back his copy of, looks like, yeah, he's bringing back his copy of Rusty. Now he's going to go for the copy of Break Sword. He did use Called by the Grave on Trishula. The thing is, like, when you're playing against Necros, you got to get rid of Unicorn, man. It's just going to constantly negate your guys, and if your extra deck monsters can't do anything, then it's just, you're not going to have a very good time. Let's see if Necros can get rid of these monsters. Has another implication play. This time he's going for Colossus. He's going to Surge. Looks like he's just saying, I'm going to ride this thing out with Unicorn, and he uses the Flash Fusion. Now this is why Flash Fusion is pretty good here. Even though the Starving Venom's effect is offline, it doesn't matter because it's destroyed during the end phase, and then it can blow up his opponent's special summon monsters. Thus, he now got rid of Unicorn during his opponent's turn too, and he can actually start playing Yu-Gi-Oh! He's just gonna go for Wee Witch's Apprentice. Not really like, you know, a strong play or anything like that. A really bad play, but at least he can't beat Trish because he doesn't have a hand. So there's at least that. Wee Witches is going to attack, and he's gonna add Sundew back from his graveyard to his hand, and let's see if he can actually get rid of that Unicorn for like the second time. Actually, yeah, he can. Now he can just simply use Bigfoot. Bigfoot can pop it. He has a Greedy on field, and he can start doing some battle damage. Greedy Fusion it's exactly what the name says. I mean, it's a nice card because it has that built-in Phoenix Chain, but when it dies, it does blow your field up. So, you know, you don't really want this card to die. Otherwise, you do suffer a lot of collateral damage. Let's see if his opponent might try to go, okay, I thought maybe he was going to go for Brio and just try to bounce it. Looks like he just sits on Colossus, and he's saying, I'm just going to be able to use my effect on it. But I think his opponent's not going to necessarily give him a chance. He's trying to banish it with the copy of Chimera Reflasia. That at least gets him to use the Colossus effect, but it looks like he can't actually get rid of these damn monsters. Brings Necros of Unicorn back for like the 5th time, and he's going to attack Greedy. At least Greedy blew his opponent's field up, and he doesn't have to deal with 3 monsters, just 1. But his opponent says, Cap, I'm too fast, too furious, and too greedy, and I'm going to summon a second copy of Greedy. I don't think, it's very rare that you see 1 copy of Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon, let alone somebody actually summon 2 of them at the same, or have 2 of them on the board at the same time. And he doesn't have the Valkyries, which means he ends up taking that L. I think if the Necros player went first, I think he just would have won the duel instantly. He just would have been able to wreck this guy's extra deck. He would have left him probably with nothing but the Chimera Reflasias. Like he definitely would not have had his copy of Bardish. He would have 100% sent that to the graveyard. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed those short Predator Plant duels. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.